And in terms of the horror genre, this is more a psychological thriller, but I think it has the best elements of the horror genre in it.
Maria, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great. Look, the original Omen from 1976, directed by Richard Donner, is a classic. It really pushed the limits of horror at the time. What is your relationship with that film before joining this one?
My relationship with that film is that I didn't know about it until I was in the audition process. I know people might hate me, but it was also interesting to discover it in that way, you know?
Sure.
Because I was already auditioning,
Right.
and when I watched the movie, it blew my mind, and I was obviously, I love it. And it just made me realize what I was stepping into.
Now, in 1976, that movie really pushed the boundaries of what horror was. This First Omen also pushes the boundary of what horror is now. Can you talk to me about how Arkasha Stevenson pushes the direction in this First Omen?
Well, I guess she has a more feminine way to direct it. I think it's more sensitive, and I think it's more artistically stylish. And there's new characters, but also we have, like, you know, these characters that appear in the Omen have, like, their story told in this one. So yeah, and in terms of the horror genre, this is more a psychological thriller, but I think it has the best elements of the horror genre in it.
Now, there's something really unsettling about mixing religion and horror. Can you talk about your experience in this genre, mixing religion and horror?
I mean, I come from Spain, which is a very Catholic country, so it's very interesting for me to see how it is so related throughout the years, right? And I think it is because tradition and, you know, all this symbolism and the big question between good and evil, it's still present, and it's been really present in Catholic religion. So I think, you know, it makes sense. It's just the perfect background.
Now, you play Luz, which is a pretty mysterious character in this version of the First Omen. What can you tell us about the character?
Not much, but I will tell you she's a very strong, bold, free-spirited woman, and she's found her place in the church, and she will do anything to maintain it.
It's incredible. Now, filming a horror movie can be an often intense experience. Can you share any memorable behind-the-scenes moments during production of the First Omen?
Yeah, I mean, I have many. Especially being alongside these amazing actors. I was, well, I will tell you this one. Okay, one time I was in the car and I had to shoot a scene with a baby, and the baby wouldn't stop crying, like literally as if he was an actor. Like, they would give me the baby, they would say action, and then he would start crying. So I had a pretty bad rough time there. After all, they gave me a puppet, and I had to deal with a puppet.
Well, look, thank you so much for your time, Maria. I appreciate it.